YouTubers, it's Tiger's Eye. So I wanted to take today and give you a couple of ideas, like 3 ideas, um, of ways that you can celebrate the upcoming Indigenous Peoples Day, formerly known as Columbus Day, and now known by quite a few different people as Indigenous Peoples Day, returning the honor to Indigenous people because they were here before Columbus discovered it. One, make it a priority to find an Indigenous peoples person and ask them about the current events. There's a lot going on right now that's really disrespectful to the Indigenous peoples community. There's a lot of things that we need support with, things that we need honor with. Second, take some time before Indigenous Peoples Day to go to a bank and get Sacagawea coins. Sacagawea coins are gold coins. Maybe in another YouTube episode I'll show you what a Sacagawea coin looks like. But Sacagawea coins you can get from the bank, any bank that you have a membership to. If you don't have a bank that you go to, or a credit union that you go to, ask somebody to do it for you and explain why you're doing it before, during, or after. But Sacagawea coins are a gold dollar coin that you can get from banks or credit unions that have a picture of Sacagawea, who assisted Lewis and Clark in learning all about medicinal plants and all about the regions in different areas. She took with her, when she traveled, her son Pomp with her, because he was an asset. Even though he was an infant, he was an asset with their travels, because it made other individuals feel like they could trust Lewis and Clark and the company that was exploring and traveling. Yes, mothers with children, they have their assets. It's amazing that way. So that's one thing that you can do. So plan out what you want to spend. If you want to spend anything on Indigenous Peoples Day, do a little bit of work before, and whatever currency you want to spend on Indigenous Peoples Day, exchange that currency so that you can get the equivalent in dollar or in Sacagawea coins. Trade these instead of regular dollars or swiping your credit card or something else, to let other people know that you value Indigenous people on our coins or as currency. You value these things, because when you trade currency, whether or not you realize it, other people are sensing a form of value. So by using just, white presidents on the dollar bills, you're asserting that white males are more valuable, in fact, than, let's say, Rosa Parks, or, Martin Luther King, or Sacagawea, or Chief Osceola, or so many other people that have, or even so many other people who've made America great. John Henry, so many other people who have made America great. But again, the focus would be on Indigenous people, because we only have the Sacagawea coin created. Sacagawea would be the focus. A woman, mother, an Indigenous person who assisted with making America what it is today. Another thing that you can do is purchase something, or purchase everything that you do all day. Find people, businesses to work with that are indigenous, that have indigenous roots. There's a lot of major corporations that are owned by white people that actually, in the process of rising, and because they are risen, continue to suppress Native people, Native and indigenous people. In the past, as well as the present, and their plans are to continue doing so in the future. In putting focus on indigenous peoples on this day and others, you're asserting the fact that we are valuable assets to the community. Whether it's a corporation that is indigenous based, or whether it's a company that is a small local owned business that's struggling because of corporations. Any way you slice it, it's gonna be good for indigenous people. So those are 3 things that you can do for Indigenous Peoples Day coming up, that you can do to help celebrate the day and honor indigenous peoples. Thanks for watching, YouTubers.